User joined your channel.
No, it's not going to work. You're going to have to get it. Don't tell me you're doing VR all day.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Aha! Oh. Cool. Back on my own bullets. Yeah. I switched USB port on the microphone, but I'm still hearing your voice. It's fucked up. I tried the rift again. It's what I was doing. I haven't seen it fucking work yet, but it's a bit of a faff about. I think to get it working, I'm going to have to disconnect the monitor and all the rest of it. So, but I would have liked to have sorted the sound thing out first, because it's a real ball ache, keep plugging and unplugging, you know. Just don't understand why I'm hearing my own voice. Unplugged everything that's rifty. What's that? Your location is currently in use. What the fuck's that? Ricky? Isn't it? No, I'm there. I just thought it was an appropriate moment of silence. Mic system, side tone, side. Do you know there is an option on my headset called side tone, and essentially it does the same bloody thing that I've got now, where it creates feedback so that you can hear your own, you know, how you're perceived by other bloody people. The odd thing is, when I actually turn it on, I get multiple echoes of my own bleeding voice. I just can't find any more options to fucking tick. Kind of ticked all the options. There's a lot going on, and here I've turned on Steam today, and Ludlow sent me some VR games and stuff. They're like, blood, for Christ's sake. So I've already asked them about extension cables. I'm using I didn't even know there was a C port on the motherboard, did you? Oh, on the UI, at the, you know, the IOU at the back of the board. Okay, so if you look on it very carefully, I'm going to guess near. I don't fucking know. Is that an so that'd be the onboard HDMI. But yeah, right next to it is a little C port, which I put this. Now I don't know what the significance of C porting is and why they've hidden it, but it's a C port extension with an HDMI cable and a USB on the end. So does that? No, now hold on a minute, because you're asking me the question I was going to ask you, Rich.
I don't know.
But now, Rift clearly says it needs to go directly into the card HDMI. Does that then mean I can switch over to HDMI from the board, even though that's only a like 1 gig chipset? I've got a few fucking questions that only blood can answer. I guess I'll just hear my own voice until then. Isn't it? It is. Molly.
Build your own airplane.
Yeah. After that, my mouse isn't working very well. It was bloody. Might make a click, might not. But tomorrow is. No, today's the 10th. Well, it's on tomorrow, so I'll put PC on tomorrow and I'll have a look through Prime deals and choose. But I've definitely got enough. Definitely got enough. With or without a sale. I'm just hoping. The only reason why I'll get something nicer, maybe something longer lasting if I wait for them, because their sales are usually pretty decent. Anyway, I bookmarked a few last night, so we'll see what Oh no, Amazon are pretty good on that front. No, they've got the petrol at the same time. That's £76 November 20. They're only doing. It looks like you maybe get 2 sales a year, because I think they do a non-prime sale day to encourage, but essentially your Prime Day sale is the big one. Yeah, Black Friday, but I'm not sure how much of that is just money knocked off, but the Prime Day one is percentage off things that otherwise, you know, you got to bear in mind they're not selling anything. You know, they're only holders that are just shifting shit on, aren't they? So, God, it's really annoying hearing your own voice. I can't even begin to tell you. Oh, me. Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm keen to find out. I am keen to find out, that's for sure. There will be a moment, one of those epiphanies. There will be a eureka moment of all I have to do. But I can't find it. I can't find it on any of the sound options. I can't find it in the headset. Nearest I can get is switching USB ports to reload the drivers once I've pulled out every other plug from the Rift. Which? Right. Drink, tissue, spongy lips after, you know, a wet wipe maybe. Oh, cheers. Again, for good luck. Everybody loves a wet wipe.
Wrong.
like a man who's sure. There you go. Very weird.
Weird.
Yeah, no, just my own voice coming back 2 seconds after a bloody said something. It's like quite disorientating. It is immensely complicated. It's glued together one down one bloody side anyway. I think I've managed to stretch it a bit, but basically I've got to, it's like cooking blind. I've got to disconnect the bloody monitor and hook about. It's got to be a USB 3, but I just don't understand if that's the case. What's the point of this bloody cable? It's about time you research this shit. Don't go down the fucking mine. Johnny. Hello. Well, I won't have that's yeah, probably, yeah. Okay, it's just timing it, you know. It is the thing. Time I've come on, then I see you in Valheim, and I'm thinking, oh, I just want to play a bit of fucking Valheim. Yeah. On the other hand, they will do Valheim in VR. Yeah, but I'd hate to think it was at the cost of a relatively stable setup. Yeah, yeah, what I need is somebody who's been through the pain already, and I'm going to guess this is why I've not seen Bloodlet since he sent it, because he knows I'm going to have all those questions, and I'm not sure there is even an answer. But why? I don't understand why my own voice. Why would I hear? Why would I hear myself? Don't know, computers. Fucking complex, aren't they? I might get a bit more time tomorrow to sort it. I'll have a look. It's a good question actually. What am I doing here? Oh, iron. I've got a shit ton of iron here that I need somewhere else, basically. Meanwhile, back on the stone world. Well, just let me fanny about here for 2 seconds while I get this shit over.
Honey
There.
and sausages.
I haven't actually done anything. You don't honey and sausages?
Yeah, but
You
almost
must.
upgrade.
Yeah. Okay, well.
This is just my running around food.
Yeah,
Seems why it's not
jogging
tasty.
about. Yeah, that I find the best very straightforward, very easy. 4 and 1. Honey and 2 jerkies is enough. Enough to go pouncing round your camp or whatever you've got to be doing. Come hither. Wait, have I just... I think I've just been to that world and not fucking done anything. No. Shit gets complicated so quickly.
Hey, Tony boy.
Oh, no, I did. It's, done it automatically without bloody thinking. It's like, she's a bit like 1 tablet a day. Did I have it?
Girl seems very, very good. Alright, what's your expression?
My pop, where are you? my former was he? Where are you?
Semantics, old boy.
Alright. I can see why you're a useful VR engineer anyway. Innit? I'm going to take that wood. Keep running out of the bloody stuff. Yeah. My answer to that would be is I've never seen a troll in the Mistlands, only on your world for whatever reason. I don't know, your biome's pretty mixed up. I've been killed by mosquitoes in the Mistlands. The most I've ever seen in the Mistlands would be fulling. And they can appear in any biome. So I kind of feel like it's something unique to your world. Well, that's no bad thing. You need to take a bloody troll down with your sword, no problem. So it's probably not a bad thing to have following you about anyway.
Well, I'm just bringing them for a walk and see. Lucky cage with a few seekers.
Makes sense.
An endless silly madness.
Oh wait, what the fuck did I? What have I just destroyed there? See, that's not good. That is workbench, you hit.
No. He got bored and walked away.
It happens.
So he's not going to follow you relentlessly around.
Oh shit!
That's the-
Oh, that's bad. I've got a mission requirement.
Oh,
Oh,
mosquito killed something in this answer. He killed a miscarriage. Why was there a mosquito?
innit? Why, oh why?
I'm being haunted.
Now think of the wolf jerky benefits.
Oh, constant. I don't know what to do. The wolves are in the Mistlands. They nearly died.
Bit tricky with them wolves, isn't it? They are a bit all-consuming.
Okay, that was great.
Yeah.
Change that button.
User joined your channel.
Mr. Bloodlet. Terribly brave of you.
Well, I've kind of like looking at Steam, and it's like I'm not entirely sure what I'm talking about, so I better actually drop in and talk.
No, I've got so many questions. I think I'd like to start with how the hell do I sort out the sound, the microphone and bloody... I've just had to unplug it all again, but I'm hearing my own voice in TeamSpeak. I've gone through fucking every option. I can't find what it is that's bloody...
Right, well, I would recommend turning off the microphone actually in the Oculus options.
Ah!
So, you're not actually in game at the moment, are you? Or are you?
Yeah, I'm in Valheim.
Valheim. Oh, okay.
But there's you've already come up with something that I haven't actually tried. All right, the second one.
Yes.
There's a lead that comes with the Rift, and it's got an HDMI on it and a USB 3 socket on the end of it, and then at the other end, it's got a C port. So I've been putting it in onto the C port on the board and plugging the Rift into that. Am I doing right there? Because it doesn't actually show. I don't get a green tick on the Rift.
It depends on. That's what I've just said. It depends entirely on your graphics card, because some of the RTX graphic cards, the first ones they brought out,
yeah,
it had the C port, and if it had the C port, the Rift didn't work with the HDMI port if it had the C port. So
okay, let me have a look.
I had to buy that XL unit, that XL splitter thing. Whatever it is, it was about 60 quid just for that little box, just to be able to actually plug the damn thing in to be able to work.
Now,
because
that does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? The thing is, I haven't plugged it directly in because I was thinking, well, once I do that, I'll have no bloody monitor, and it was already getting hard to work out where. And then I noticed I got a C port on the in and out. And I'm like, I didn't even know I bleeding got one on there. It was like, oh, that's weird. Who even knew there was one there?
Yeah, no, that C port on the RTX card is specifically for virtual reality headsets. That's why it was. That's why when I got the Rift, I got the RTX graphics card. All of a sudden, I couldn't actually use the Rift on that graphics card. It's like I've got this new graphics card. It's supposed to be great graphics with VR and that, and I couldn't actually be able to use it until I got this unit to be able to convert it to C port. It's like, what's the bloody point in that? And it was like 60 quid for the unit. Like,
I see. I see.
You spend 730 quid on a graphics card, then another 60 quid to use it for what you want it for.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the back of the card now, and all I've got is HDMI and then 3 D ports.
So you haven't got a C port for it?
And my C port is actually on the board, IOU, so...
Right, I'm not sure if that would work or not with that XL. If not...
well, it half works, because it lights up the USB. I get a green tick for the USB, but it's forever searching for HDMI. And I was like, well, it would probably work then if I just plugged it straight into HDMI. But then I thought, what's the point of the bloody cable then? So I've just figured it was me that got something wrong there. But if I unplug the monitor, I could use the HDMI straight off the motherboard, I guess, because I won't be needing graphics anyway.
You will be needing graphics.
Well, not for the monitor, will I? I'm going to plug the Rift straight in. Yeah, put the Rift into the card port, the monitor into the board port.
So, I mean, your other option is we get you a, you should say you've got D ports. You should be able to use, there should be a D port to HDMI converter we can get, in which case you can utilise, you can keep your monitor plugged in then and just use your D port. Let me have a look at that.
Z, are you taking notes? He's gone again, aren't they? Bloody hell. So yeah, it all got a bit confusing, but the whole fucking... I've spent most of my time just bloody fanning about with sound options. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've completely forgot to tell you I mean, it's obviously got a built-in microphone on the Rift. But,
Yeah.
It used to have the actual built-in headphones on the Rift as well, but they packed up years ago. So I was just using my already headset. So I never bothered with the Rift microphone because I was wearing a headset anyway.
Well, that helps me with the next question then, so that's... Because my next question was, why can't I see any headphones then if it's too well? So yeah, that explains that. Complicated, isn't it? Jesus.
Oh yeah. The newer ones are a lot more user-friendly. Because they have... it is actually built in headphones on the Quest 2 that I've got, but it's not, you don't even see them, it's literally like holes in the headband. Bizarre. Just trying to have a look to see where you actually go into. See, once you've actually got a picture, you'll drop into the Oculus Home screen and there's a dashboard on there, and you can literally just go into the options there and turn off and change any settings you want for your audio.
I kind of figured the minute that I got the bloody HDMI thing sorted that everything else would be a doddle, but by the same token I'm thinking, if it's not, I would like a monitor. And everything that I'm doing is I'm having to unplug it or re-plug it back in, and then of course when I see z0wkey online and I go into TS, then it really falls apart. It's like either I don't hear him, or I hear myself, or he can't hear me. It's like, Jesus, I've changed every single... I fucking hate sound options. I've changed every single bloody sound option I could think of. And even unplugging everything, which I just have now. I've just unplugged everything. I'm still hearing my own voice. It's like, that's weird. And there's nothing plugged in. Every plug is out, so... It's yeah, it's not good. I'll get to grips with it. It's only a question of relentlessly fanning in until something sounds right.
See, it's almost a shame that we can't use that same thing, because that was quite a handy little extension. It also acted as like a breakaway box if you did have to go too far. You'll pull those apart and stick with your computer down.
Yeah, although weirdly, because it's in, I don't know, I'd have to bloody think about it again. I'm going to plug the HDMI in there, the USB in there, so I suppose if that's the case, then yeah, that's surplus to requirements.
Right.
You know,
Tell me what I've actually got right here in my hand.
yeah.
Active 4K DP 1.2 to HDMI. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, kind of, you know, I'm in the right ballpark.
I'm just going to take my headphones off and suddenly turn on the light. Photo light.
Alright. I'm going to utilise the whole blood online thing. Yeah, there's no question of that. I'd love to come and die with you in the Mistlands. Unfortunately, if I don't get this sorted, then with well bloods here, there's a good chance that I'll spend the rest of my life eternally sorting out sound issues. It's odd. I get my own voice second, really clearly back at me, and it throws me when I'm talking. It's
We know what it's like.
yeah, that's it. So normally I just troll z0wkey with that one, but yeah, no, that's it. You've got it. So I was waiting for either you or Robbo, because I said whichever one turns up first will have had exactly the same issue. Oh, is that right? I thought you didn't care. Where's that coming, blood? On my telephone? Let's have a look at this, mate. I have a message. Image. Ah, right, okay. That's a D port to HDMI.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll throw that one in close to you.
Oh, wicked.
Because I don't need any more.
So D port HDMI. So yeah, riff goes in there, and then I've still got a number 3 USB. Yeah.
So how many? Because you did say before that you couldn't get power to the camera or something on the original one.
Well,
I
now
don't. So it's just interesting.
that was going to be a question for a bit further down the road when we discovered it didn't work. When you asked me initially, I'd completely forgotten that I'd spent bloody weeks smashing about with the old thing trying to make it work. Because there's 2 sockets on the side of the bloody camera. So one of them goes into the back of the motherboard, but the one above it I think looks like an adapter input. Now we've had so many adapter exoduses around here, really, they just build up.
Oh yes, I remember that. Because it's been that long since I've actually looked at the DK2 unit that I couldn't remember what actually the setup was on it. But yes, there was some people needed the adapter thing on it, and some people didn't. And I don't think I did. But it depended on your setup whether you'd actually needed external power for it or not.
All right. Well, in that case, then I guess I'm only going to find out when she's all plugged in.
Because it's a really different camera then, isn't it?
Well, it's just the one that came with the original. I've got it. It's sat in front of me now on top of the monitor.
Because I sent you 3 complete new cameras.
Is that what they are? I
I
thought they were for the hand controllers or something. I didn't actually see them as.
It's all the same thing. They pick up the hand controllers and the headset.
Oh right, so
that's why you have preferably 3 of them. You have your 2 left and right ones in front of you. You have one behind you. So when you actually you're doing like doing bows and arrows, so you're actually pulling this string back behind your ear.
Yeah.
The camera behind you is still picking up where your hand is compared to where your head is. So it's still registering it. Because this is actually the issue with the Quest, because it's got the inside-out cameras. So the cameras are actually on the headset. There is no external cameras for it. But as soon as you actually put your hand behind your head and put it back a bow, it loses track of where your hand is.
I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. You just put clarity everywhere. Okay. So D-port, HDMI, and then I'll have both. I'll have a monitor.
Yes.
And
obviously try setting it up. But you do whatever you need to do to actually try setting it up to start with.
Well, before I do that, I think I ought to disable all the bloody options for it on the sound front and see if that helps. Because that is driving me mad.
Do you have an area? We've got lots of extension cables here.
I've got quite a big area. I'm in the corner of the kitchen.
Because obviously, now you've got your hands, you'll be swinging hands around and doing stuff, so you want to give yourself
There is enough
space.
room to do that. Yeah, there is enough room to do that.
So do you need any, because I've got lots more intelligent extension cables, if you need them, including HDMI extender.
I really don't think so, Blood. I can't think why. Everything, all the cameras and everything are on loads of.
I'm mainly talking about actually how much, if you're now connecting your headset directly.
Yeah, well, now that's, you've got a good point there. Okay, let's have a look at that. Where is the... Oh, it's quite a lengthy loop. It's quite a lengthy loop before you start. Well, let's just put that over here. Like that. Oh, no, there's got to be enough there, Blood. There's got to be enough there, mate.
So once you start chatting around and stuff, you're not going to risk putting the computer off anywhere.
You definitely couldn't pull this computer off. It'll pull me over before it bloody... so many cables, Christ, now I've moved them all, it's... Where did that go? Oh, there. Right, give me 1 second here, I need a pee in the fag. 1 minute. Oh, he's not gone, has he?
He's just gone up to the post office. He's post something. Presumably to you.
Blood, don't leave me like that.
I'm actually just popping under the post office.
Oh, there's no rush, mate. Don't be panicking at this bloody time of night.
The post office is actually just the road.
It's on the bloody calendar.
It's the one of the post offices inside our local shop, which is a shop. Whenever
We're
the
a
shops
bit
are
like that, yeah. Got one in the bloody church at the end of the road. Why can't we just have a fucking post office?
So what I'm going to say
Lovely.
is the keyboard rates being like that one, I remember rightly, I was actually using that one for the monitor. When I'm monitoring,
Yeah.
it was going to be main HDMI free full lift.
Yeah. Then there's no. That, and it's telling me that on the Oculus Set that I get all green ticks except for the HDMI, which it constantly loads, but it is clearly saying underneath, plug this into the HDMI on the graphics card. I'm thinking, well, I haven't done that. I haven't done that. That's fucked up because I don't understand. So,
But what I was doing
yeah.
got is 5 4K HDMI repeater connected, so you can run another HDMI into that. So you basically stick that one into your back there and then plug the lift into that one. And actually, it's got your telephone user in it, so you won't lose any signal quality going from the left.
Ah, lovely. That sounds brilliant. Okay.
I've also got another long USB extender, which I believe has got a telephone adapter on that one as well, similar to what I've already set you up.
Okay.
It's definitely one I was using this one. So, even though it's not this one, I could quite use it already set to use this one, and then you left to extend it with the USB.
I mean, I haven't, well, I've unplugged them all to try and get things to be working, but they all, the actual Oculus program is happy. They light up straight away. Yeah, I just get green ticks right across the board.
Like I said, these just the last thing turning around stuff is something in the tub, as I said, especially coming the end of the game. So
Yeah.
just covers that.
Alright, wicked. Alright, I'm just going to make a quick cuppa while you giggle that. Hold on.
Microphone muted.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
on it. Lunch gone to the post office. I've disabled as many sound options as I can, but it's still the same. But I'd imagine that's because maybe I've not got everything plugged in. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Now, can you see what I'm saying, right? The card has got one HDMI output and the Rift wants to use that, so it's going to be a complicated thing to set up. But of course, as soon as you do that, I'll have no bloody monitor. And I was like, I mean, that's no situation. But here's the thing, he sent me this cable that's got an HDMI on it and USB 3, which is what it wanted, to a C port, and I didn't even know I got a bleeding C port on the PC, but of course, but now it turns out that C port needs to be on your card. So he's sending me an adapter so I can use a D port to HDMI for the monitor, and we're good to go. Hear it? I mean, I think I could do it now, but I'd have to disable the monitor and go in blind. Well, I don't know really. It seems kind of seems more plausible than you know what I mean. You've got the three cameras, but I mean, you know, they're on a stand. You need to pick it up and move it somewhere. It's that big a problem. Yeah, I'm probably lucky that I've got so much space around. Man, you know, I'm saying that, I'm watching, the first thing I'm going to do is crunch my bloody hand into a wall or something. Don't know. Hey, oh, Christ. Go to the end of the creek. Have you seen the walking floors that you can buy? Basically, it's a big square mat built with wall bearings, so that you can walk in VR. And you don't really, you can run, walk around, and all that shit. You probably do it the old-fashioned way with legs, don't you? Legs. Yes, dear. We're sitting down, man, now. Yeah. Well, crack pipe. I'm really looking forward to see it. I can't wait to see Valheim. Man, some of my build, I keep saying to Bloodlet he's got to come and look because, you know, the ship looks impressive on my monitor. I'm thinking of that one in the deep north, you know, the tall walls. Man, and the thing is, you know, my lasting memory of the last VR is that everything becomes giant. It becomes real size, you know. Buildings are building size, that kind of thing. It's sure the words are lost, it's just something you've got to see and sort of realise. So yeah, I'm very keen to see that. And he sent me a copy of Doom, which I've already completed.
Not the 1997 version, no. But
yeah, I mean, I love Doom anyway. Doom is the game.
Yes. You only need the files to actually play it.
Oh, really?
I mean, those old games are so simple. It's not
Well, yeah. Sent you. I meant to send you this group getting developed. I think something you should take a look at. There's lots of videos of people using it. Remember that Matrix thing that they wrote to show off Unreal 5 RTX? Can you? Well, that makes sense because you know, Tom from Bleak Over Lad, Keanu Reeves, yeah. So it's definitely worth a look. But here's the thing. I don't know if it's the same people that are doing it, and this is what they're working on now. But they've taken that city full of NPCs and they've wired it up to an AI network. It's worth a look. Persevere a bit through it. There's one or two shit ones. But essentially, you can stop and talk to an AI at any time and have a full-length conversation about any old models.
Do you know, I just watched a video. Remember I sent that video to you about Skyrim?
Yeah.
They'll actually access back that knowledge of Skyrim, but take about it takes about 8 minutes to respond. They wouldn't respond to every question you're asking. It's just literally a few seconds response. It knows exactly what you're saying because it's actually
This sounds like the same sort of thing. Yeah. This is pretty much, that is pretty much it. Yeah, because they're looking to put this, obviously, into any games with NPCs in. I thought it was fucking amazing, that.
Yeah, this one. It's uncanny.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we are here. It's like talking to a person. The answers are not what you'd expect, even at AI level, but it's still in context that makes sense. You know, it's like, oh, that's creepy.
The only time, all of this demo thing is messing around, the only time it actually even stumbled on the words just once. And she actually comes back with written responses in the Skype. Wait.
Right.
So she's actually coming back. She's actually been written. That's insane.
Yeah, this is going to be a very sort of similar experience. The only difference here is that this is something that they're looking to sell as an algorithm to other game developers to put in. But everybody has a personality and will answer your questions. It's like, well, that's fucking remarkable. I was going to ask you why it said that when I sent you the video.
Did actually
sorry, when you listen to it, it's like that is bizarre.
Right, all those cables probably get straight in.
I don't even know what day it is today, blood. Where are we? Alright, Monday. Okay, well, that is quick. Just now. Brilliant. Okay. That's pretty good, is that, my old pal? I appreciate that one. That'll be...
Well, it's either sending all this sort of stuff up
Yeah, I've got fucking backs of them all over the place. Some of them have never been used, you know. Some of them are still wrapped up and bloody... I don't know. What did I find the other day? I found some old CTR cable sets, and I still put them back in the cupboard. I thought, well, they'll come in, and I thought, well, not really. You know, that's the moment in time that's long gone.
Well, they're saying that.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of that going on. Jesus. Wait 1 second here while I get a quick fight.
Jesus, is that all Loon plays these days?
Disabled everything, but because everything's unplugged now, I don't think I'm still hearing my own bloody voice, which is really irritating.
Have you actually restarted?
I have. Speak? No, I haven't. Oh yeah, TS. Yeah, I rebooted that. To the 10-minute duration to do the PC and all that. But I'll wait now and then do it all at the same time and live with my own dulcet tones. Which, to be fair, it has made me talk a lot nicer to z0wkey now that I know what I sound like, you know. He didn't deserve that. course it's right. I fucking said it. It must be right. Yeah, ticks will do it. I'll have to experience ticks in VR. That actually makes me feel creepy without even doing it.
Ticks.
Yes, they're a bit of nothing, but they kill you every time. Yeah, they land on your back. If you're too close to your character, or you don't always see them. They just suck the life out of you. All they come in quantity.
Well, one lands on you, and the second one sticks.
Yeah, it's not like you just get ticks, is it? You know what I mean? It's either Kajal's kicking about, or a seeker, or a brood, or a soldier, or any of those bloody things. So you're like focused on that, and all the time one of these bitches is sucking the life out of you. While you try and remember what the bloody key command is to do a roll.
I was going to say, how do you get rid
You do a roll. These ways.
It's like there's leeches in Ark. The leeches, you get a leech on you, that doesn't take that long to dies to get rid of it. The only way of actually getting rid of it is you need to do just a campfire, and you actually stand on the campfire. You need to be damaged, but you actually cook and kill the leech on you.
I mean, these aren't too bad, you know, you've got on you. You know, I'm pretty sure you could probably take one out with a bronze sword or something, or a bit of nothing. In fact, well, you need them because they deliver the bags that you need for all the new recipes and stuff, so, you know, they're there in quantity for a reason. On the other hand, like, if anything's going to put the final nail in your bloody coffin, at a time when you least need it, out of the fog, it will be a handful of ticks. You think you've just got away with it, and you think, hang on, what is that sucking sound? You've not actually seen any Mistland or any of that yet, Blood?
No, I personally haven't seen it. What a bit new.
Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. That was so clear. The new Mistland is, I mean, you'll do it and you'll complete it all, but you'll never feel like you're confident, you know. I would walk with impunity into any of the riots and show no fear. No. The Mistland, she still commands quite a bit of respect. And shit's about to get a lot harder. Because that Hilda's quest was due weeks ago, as is Iron Gate's way, but yeah, I had a quick sniff of that, and I mean it's been on the test server for like bloody 2 months now, but I did have a little look at that, and I got as far as table upgrades and stuff like that. I thought, oh my god, this is Mistlands 2 that they promised. And I'm thinking now it's probably going to come in with Ashlands because the two things are getting very, very close. Lots to see on the Ashlands, very new. Lots of ballistics, castles to blow down, that sort of thing. Random meteor strikes. I keep forgetting what the bloody hell I'm doing. Oh, yeah, I've come here for a bit of bleeding stone. So you've got loads to see. What level are you at then? You've done bronze. I remember bronze being done rhythm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done things, yeah. But I've never got any, I started again with VR, which I haven't touched it since, because the VR, they broke the mod for the last updates, I think. redone it now.
I mean, you don't have to be that linear about it, you know. You can just go from wherever to whatever. You know, the only thing that'll hold you back is equipment. Have you done the swamps and done the armour set that you get from the swamps?
No, I have not completed the swamps.
It sounds sounds far back, doesn't it, Z? Oh, Crash, yeah, tell me about it. I worry myself. I've got games coming out of my ass. I've got shit here that I've not looked at or yet. No, really, just got to break away at some point. When does this game get boring? It just doesn't. It's just kind of endlessly entertaining. I mean, there's always something to do. There's always something to build. There's always something to see. Well, but man, I said to you that at the start. It's just, you know, I like the building. You like there's enough of the game. It doesn't matter what you want to do. You'll find it in here somewhere, you know. I mean, at some point, if you fancy doing a bit of PvP, you know, you can do this on a Battle Royale mode and go and fight other players. There's an unbelievable wealth of options. You should have a look round the dedicated servers. You should have a look at that Valheim. It's a good place to go. Valheim. The thing is, you can pretty much find, you certainly get an answer. It's worth registering, but you can find all your mods. You can find whatever you want up there. That's all they do.
If you do get the Rift up and running and I'm not around and you're wanting to have a we go on to
Nexus, yeah.
Module is purely called VHVR. All letters, VHVR.
That makes crystal clear sense. How do the hand controllers charge?
Oops, sorry, I'm again. How do hand controllers what?
Charge up, get power.
It's just AA batteries.
There's batteries in there somewhere, is there?
The batteries you've got in there are not rechargeable ones. They're just it's just because
I never even saw a battery compartment and all that, but it did cross my mind. I thought, well, how are they getting bloody power?
Yeah, on the main bit when you really hold the hilt, as it were. If you're looking at the right hand, the inside. So if you're pointing forwards as if you're holding a gun, it would be the bit near the fingertips.
All right.
It's literally clicking magnet.
I'll see it now. I know it's there. I'll definitely see it now. And there's the little remote up there. Is that in case you've not got the hand controllers?
I think so. I mean, because when the Rift first came out, when I first bought the Rift, we didn't have the touch controllers. They hadn't been released yet, so most people were just using an Xbox controller. But to actually point and do stuff in VR, then that little remote control is basically what they've been offering. So.
Okay.
So I got the hand controllers, the touch controllers.
They came.
I got those quite a few. It must be 6-9 months after I got the actual Rift.
Really, that long? It's pretty exciting, Blood. It's pretty exciting.
Stuff years ago, I was using that one.
I'm already in the forest now. I'm just looking at the trees, thinking these trees, pretty soon they're going to be tree size.
Speaking of the forest, there's another one that's got this game in VR, and that's scary as hell. The forest.
I've got that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the original version.
Yeah, it's played in VR.
Okay. It was an okay game. I know see a lot of people get with it. I mean, it was alright, but it was nothing special. The time was full of bugs. You could walk under the ocean and stuff, you know.
I think they sorted all that out.
Oh, Christ, yeah, I've seen Big Fry reviewing it and things like that, and it's become a different game.
Well, I see Taffy's playing himself.
Yeah.
When you got those cannons, it'd be nice if you're actually watching it from a distance, but then you're actually in VR doing it, it's really creepy.
Well, that was pretty much the only creepy thing about the game, I thought, was at night time. You built you lit your fire, you done all that, but at night time you could actually see these people coming from the distance with torches and stuff.
Yeah.
Getting nearer.
You never actually went down to the caves.
I can't remember, but it was fucking ages ago.
Swarms of babies.
No, I think I remember that.
It's all working there, dude.
I think so. Like everything I'm looking at sizes. I'm just looking at the sizes. I'm just weighing up this grailing gear, thinking actually it's not as small as I maybe first thought.
They're still close. The trolls.
Oh my God! Can you imagine it in the Mistlands? The troll's big. What about when you hit one of Kajal or something like that? That's going to be next fucking level.
I don't know. I'm quite worried about that already.
Enormity, death in the sky. It's an experience. Even if it's going to end your day fast, it's going to be Kajal.
Yeah, I was always trying to explain using Skyrim, because most people know Skyrim, the dragons in Skyrim. So, you know, it's a full but on a monitor, it's only supposed to be represented with a 40-foot dragon, but it's only as big as your monitor, even when you're up close. It's the head on the sides of the monitor. In VR, it's a 40-foot dragon. There's no... it's a 40-foot dragon.
It is a sight. It's a real perspective change. That's the most impressive thing. I love that whole things that you've looked at for so long, and then suddenly you realise just how big it is. And they've got the really big one is, and I don't think you've seen it, is on that last Doom game, the final boss.
No, I still haven't watched that.
Okay, that's the biggest boss I've ever seen in any game.
Yeah.
That'd be it.
Or is that the one that's a dead one?
That sounds familiar, Blood, doesn't it? I can't actually remember, but I remember the end boss, because you fight him over so many levels in the bloody tower block, but you need them because he's so sodding big.
The VR one, like this game, is like 2016.
I preferred that one.
But a lot of it is the same. There's a lot more of the... Oh, is that something behind me? Start from last save. Oh, can I just see something?
Yeah, well, I personally felt that to me felt more like a Doom should feel. And I didn't have any complaints about the last one. It was a brilliant written game and everything, but it was extraordinarily hard and just relentlessly full on. I finished it in pussy mode. I can't even think what the modes were, whatever the least one was. I got it down to that level by the end of the game, and then I was dying repeatedly. And
The great thing about the original VR box is they've done it really well. You can actually two-hand the weapons.
right,
There is no you've got 130 shells for your shotgun, you can fire it 130 times. But you're actually able to hold on to the front barrel of the gun to aim properly and stuff. Still two-hand.
yeah, I can imagine that.
Doom 3 does it. That actually feels like a proper first person.
Is that the one previous to the last one? That would have been the favourite. I think was a good game.
Doom 3 was the first one where they stepped away from just the mass hordes coming out.
Oh yeah, no, it was a good game. You got control of a crane. I remember at some point. The crane one. Yeah, no, that was a good game.
But again, it's done on VR. So I keep saying the VR mod. The VR mod has made for us 2. I don't know if it's available for PC, but it's literally had control over it. Hold the torch in one hand, so it's holding the torch around one hand, holding it up with the other hand. It's
Yeah.
really, really immersive stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah.
But that is something else that absolutely love is the fact that you are holding your gun. You could be looking at something on the left or somebody on the gun on the right. You know, it's completely dependent. You don't have to shoot them.
The whole controller thing was a real bind on that first one. There's no question of that. That was, for me anyway, that was definitely sort of Achilles heel. You know, you just got comfy, you're having a look around, and you got to take it all back off to see where your fucking hands were on the keyboard, and bloody, it's like the moment's well done. You know, you do it 2 or 3 times, make a couple of mistakes. It's like, oh, do you know what? And then everything was going all right on that, but then they brought out those hand controllers, and everything listed it up. Even all the ones that I had installed already and was happily playing, them required hand controllers. I've never seen anything like it. They just, it's like everyone just went with it, and you'd have thought a few of the bloody things would have stayed as they were.
Of course, did you actually have an original copy of Cinera? Just a hack one. Did you ever get the original?
It was a hack one. That was a good game. Have you seen the latest one? I don't think it's out
I have
yet.
heard of it.
Oh my god, the graphics look next fucking level. Really. They just, I can't wait to give that a go. But I've got my eye off all that, you know. I'm just kind of like been so deeply focused on Valheim that a lot of the shit gets released and I forget about it. But yeah, you can go and watch on any of the UE5 what looks good this year and all that. Yeah, it looks amazing. Killing the giant on the beach, kiting him across the bloody beach and through bonfires and stuff like that. It's just amazing. But fucking hell. I mean, like a real step up. Real step up.
I mean, that's started. I started to play some VR. It was quite weird because you had to play the Xbox because there is again it's a first person. Sorry, it's a third person fighting game. It's a sword game sort of thing. So it's not sort of pull off the controls that easily. A lot of third person games out there. But it was the whole looking for you simple. Like a lot of training events really around.
I could imagine, yeah. I really could.
Yeah, I think that's what actually stopped me. I couldn't find one of the last thing that I needed in one particular area. But I was starting to be looking around and turning and looking up and turning and actually finding all sick.
Do you know, I actually thought they'd done that bit brilliantly. I can remember saying to you that the whole, especially the bit where you're on the, is it the farm there, and you're looking for the rooms, and they're all crafted into the landscape, but on very exacting perspectives, so you get to be in the right place, in the right direction, looking at the right time. But they've done it brilliantly.
Can you imagine doing that in VR?
Yeah, you'd be knackered because it took me a while to get through that bit. But that was a good game.
Because what I is this new mod coming out from Playdog. It's the Unreal Engine VR modded check.
Oh, yeah.
So any game that's running Unreal Engine 4 or 5 will be potentially VR modded. To the point that he's adding extras that there's a not 6 DOF, there's a 3 DOF controller option to most first-person games that aren't even set up in VR. It's like, how the hell he's done that, I don't know, but there is basic and a off-the-shelf first-person shooter.
That will be an intro. I mean, that is basically every game ever written, you know. Unity's long had its days. No one's using Unity to write anymore, so...
The only thing that's actually holding it back than absolutely anything is easy and cheap. If a game is running easy and it's a multiplayer game, online game, and it's running at easy and cheap, you won't even be able to launch it because it registers the mod as a hack.
Yeah.
But a lot of games have this. Turn it off and you drop onto unofficial servers and still do it. If that's an option, it's it's like that with the to VR. You have to drop into unofficial servers or run your own local server or use it because Steam is a hack.
I see.
It doesn't give the mod setup. That just doesn't let you do it. You have to run unofficial or local servers. That's what I say. You know what it's like when running through death games, you find the chains, and it's like, yes, and you run through a trail of zombies and hacking them up, and it's exhilarating experience. Doing that in VR, it actually turns from exhilarating to traumatic.
Really?
Life in the chains with hordes of zombies.
Let me guess. You're in the Mistlands. No.
VR. They play through Steam VR, which allows you to play the original Doom games in VR on PC.
Alright. I mean, actually, I think I've still got most of them. installed on the. I don't think I ever took anything off. It remembered my account. I actually re-downloaded the software for some reason, but I haven't uninstalled
It's
it.
been up so many times, that's why.
Okay.
It's basically different software. So we try to update it so many times.
Well, it remembered me anyway. I went straight in, so that was pretty cool. And I've still got I've still got things like big screen and stuff like that. Yes, I'm coming over to you now. I'm nearly there. That very shortly, so. Well, now I've got answers to all my questions that I was asking you earlier. So, yeah, I'm a lot clearer now than when I was.
Yeah, once you've actually got so we have the dashboard options on that. You actually have the options to have the audio on the headset only, or on the computer only, or on both.
Really?
Obviously, you just
That sounds ideal. I've actually just been into the sound section, disabled everything, but of course I haven't got anything plugged in now, so a lot of it's not showing up anyway. But yeah, no, that sounds ideal. Alright, I'm on my way. Let's have a look. So you won't have even seen Yagluths or Modor or all those things. That's mad. Well, I'm envious. That's how good they are. You're good, Yagluth.
what am I doing here? So let me quickly put Nexus.
Oh my god, look, Bernie is in Valheim. You remember Bernie? Look. He now came in TeamSpeak the other day, joined us for a round of Valheim. And because none of his friends play it anymore and he loves the game, and so, oh my god, did you ever come to the right place? And yeah, not spoken to the guy in 15 years. And anyway, we've not seen him since. So I'm guessing that didn't go as well as we thought.
Like you said,
Well, no, if he loves the games, but then people throwing things on him. I mean, I gave him that wisp light, but the reality is he shouldn't be in that biome anyway, you know. And I did say before we started, we could go to your world. Is, you know, the much less crazier way of doing it.
one big mistake. The original system wanted to serve I said, well,
You don't even need an internet connection. You don't have to wait for anybody. You can rent a dedicated server there for 10 people. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's no problem. Just play on your own. Yeah, that's the whole point of it. You don't even have to play on your own. Just create another bloody world.
With the VR update, this last update was on the 24th of June, so yes, it should all be up and running.
Alright, well, I've got it. I've got it sorted, I think now. I reckon. I don't like tempting Providence, but I'm looking at all the sockets now and thinking, well, they all look green, just that one. And I'm much happier knowing that this camera didn't have a power supply, because I've looked for it left, right, and say, I'm just not that careless. I wouldn't move it from the area, so that's eased my mind a lot.
Well, the 3 cameras that we box,
Yeah.
different parts of different blocks, but that's in the military Discord.
Yeah, they're all sat inside of me. I've scattered them about, plugged them all in. You get 3 green ticks up for them, no problem at all. And there's absolutely masses of cable. I can put them all over the bloody kitchen if I wanted to.
With the Wi-Fi out.
Yeah. Are these new batteries? Oh no, they're plugged into USB. Yeah.
They're really good with battery controllers, but we
They're
get
hand control, yeah.
we get batteries. That's why I was using the charger, because I always had 2 on charge.
Yeah.
But with batteries, pack of about 100 for about 5 days.
Yeah. It's not a biggie. Alright, quick bang, mate. Happened. Wrong password. My God, you've got all the exciting weapons and gadgets to unravel in this game. Yeah. That's brilliant. I don't want to give it away. I wouldn't give nothing away. But it's quite exciting though, isn't it? Well, I'm just thinking about things that he's missed. There's more than a Mistland update. There's a few updates in there.
But it doesn't matter what you mention about what's going to be up for the Valheim, Dave. I can always stop you with something that's available to you right now in full VR.
Warframe.
No, actually. Well, I suppose yes, using Vortex.
Oh yeah, Vortex. There's a name I've not heard for a long time.
That's because most people don't need it, because everything that Well, most things that people wanted to play in VR, somebody's modded to be playable in VR, so and done it better than Vulpix.
I see.
Because Vulpix doesn't take account for the motion controls.
Ah.
It literally makes things 3D in VR. But you know, you've got even if it's not modded, you've got the developers of some games who have made their own official mods for it. Payday 2, for example. You can play it in full VR. Yeah, exactly. That's available to you, right? It's a free mod. You just download it from Steam.
Wicked.
That's an awesome game. I think that's actually probably one of the best.
And a shame when they dropped all that Source Engine tech. I mean, you can still do it, you can still write games in it, and plenty of people do, but you think what it would have become.
When playing games like Payday 2 VR, you almost feel like cheating. Because when you come to doing things like you've got the big drill game,
Yeah.
you have to run up and deactivate start the drill or before on Flash you have to be facing the drill so you can't see what's behind you. So everybody's trying to shoot from behind as you're trying to get this damn drill started. Whereas now in VR, you stood there with one hand and started it, or shooting everybody else through the door with the other hand. There is none of that. You have a back to the door right at the start. You're doing it and defending yourself at the same time.
Oh, hang on, see, I'm making you some good food. Well, I just noticed you got an excessive amount of turnips, which is a very handy thing to have at the minute. Now you make all sorts of things with turnips, but the thing I'm thinking of would be stuffed mushrooms. There you go. Don't need anything. I got it all. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Have you got some wood? Just shove it in the oven, mate. Oh, no. Alright, yeah, fire up. Oh. What a man. It's just a good thing. You never understand what I'm saying anyways. What's so mumbling? Alrighty, let's cook these bad boys up.
Which project cars is it? Is it 1 and 2?
The Lord Mary, absolutely. Let's have a look. And I'll just have to wait when I get these out the oven or they'll burn. Wait, look, if I just have a quick look at Steam, can you get them mushrooms out when they're ready? Yeah, loads. Oh, that's weird, it just let me pause the game. No, I've unpaused it, but I paused. That's odd. Yes, search. Project Cars, I have 1 and 2, and also the Pagani edition. Okay.
Again, that's something that you can do it in VR. hills, suddenly they've actually got height. It's really weird. When you do it one stays the same place. So it's just, it's not actually going uphill, you still see the horizon in the same place. But now you've been going uphill in VR, suddenly you can see the hill. That's quite steep on the boat.
It's that perspective change. I love that. Bloodbag, turnip and maize.
Is it the track, is it Secura? It's got that really tight
yeah.
Drops down. That's actually quite scary.
Yeah, well actually it's quite scary drop in real life. It sees loads of drivers out. No, I've got some already, Z. I'm well stacked up, but I'll put your ingredients back. I've only done that one because it's one of the harder ones to do because you've got to put it in the oven. And the others are a lot more easier, aren't they? Oh look, you've got barley there. Well, let's take your barley. Have you got some? Alright. Have you got aspic?
Yeah, I've got 30 in the box here.
Put your ingredients back so.
Cooking today, guys.
Roger that. Hang on, I'm just looking where your turnip box is. That sounds dirty. We want to have a look at your turnip box. Oh, shit's getting awkward.
You picked up a pretty popular
Yes.
that
That was quite a hard game, actually, I thought. It was all over the fucking place.
It's in. It's quite a dramatic, but there is.
Map? Oh, yeah, sorry, map, yeah.
There is actually a mod that I tend to attach to most VR games or games to be VR these days, which is a VR performance kit.
Yeah.
Which works kind of the same as DLSS for VR.
I heard Rob on about some post-processing mod he could put on, and I thought, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as they brought, I mean, even the, what call it, spacewalking and time warping, the Oculus actually brought out. This would be after you used DK2, that basically predicts the next frame. So it only actually, it's only running at half the amount of frames than it was needing to be, because it's throwing in, and you can on some games get a little bit of ghosting, but it basically predicts the amount of frame, so it's generating its own. So suddenly you're needing half the size of the computer to power the same sort of games that you were running before and struggling with. And
You see, that those are the mods that make the most sense.
the time warping and space warping are actual official Oculus. It's now available on most VR stuff. If you have it turned on, it will start doing it automatically. But a lot of people, especially if you've got quite a powerful computer, turn it off anyway because their computer can cope with it. If you've only got a low power computer, then yeah, you turn those on and you're doubling your frame rate. It's crazy how this works. Kind of a bit of a voodoo thing going on how that works. It's like, how can you predict a frame?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit like that.
But it works.
It works.
Are you stealing their lamps again?
I know. That was good. Me. Nobody shooting me.
But this Prey Dogs mod, depending on how the game runs and what it uses to run it, it will actually, I mean, I'm not talking about because obviously it works all Unreal, but depending on how it's set up, you can actually change the way that it actually renders in your headset to get the best performance. So you can actually have it left and right alternate frames to give you the full 3D effect.
That's quite clever.
Yeah. And you can literally, at the click of a button, you can just bring, it brings up its own, it's got its own mod menu you can bring up in game at any point at the click of a button and just change anything on the fly to try it. So you can change the rendering mode to your individual eyes on the fly to see what actually works to get the best frame rate.
Okay. What are you saying, Z?
Fix.
What
Good
the
job,
bloody hell are
Fix.
you?
Fix.
I see him. I'm nearly there, fella.
Were you
Yeah.
having, pondering, right?
No, I just wasn't paying attention to. Look, you've done it. They're all dead. Wait, why is this? Why is no one coming out?
Hold on. Just
Oh
be
my
careful.
god. Oh my god, I'm 2 lamps up. See, there's no roof on this Diverger house.
Does that mean it's not a converter house? It's actually a spawn or secret?
No, not at all. No, it's got a ward up. Yeah, did they really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, now you did it all a bit quicker than I was going to say. Pinching his lamp was one thing, but casually hacking his home defences was another. Oh, there you go. Well, hang on a minute. Let me stand still and see, when you say we, who's actually got the problem here. I don't see no anyone attacking me. Yeah. No, I think I've sorted out the problem thing, see? It turned out it was yours. Well, I am dealing with the bloody Kajal that you've left. In a house with no roof on, just saying. When he got me good there.
Kajal or the other guy?
Yeah, Kajal, yeah. No, he actually managed to throw up in the door.
Oh, so you're friends with them still?
Well, they might not be now, because I've just thrown half a dozen fireballs in his bloody house. Well, hold up. The mate coming now. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. He's attacking Kajal for me.
That means you can leg it.
Shit, I might have to. That's a tricky one.
User joined your channel.
What about you, Rob?
Hello. Rob
Gee.
my arse.
Evening.
You can rob my arse anytime, Dave.
Oh, shit, ticks. It's gonna be complaining when we get to court for sure.
What you on about?
Well, that's bad. Got a bit of a situation here.
Here's a challenge, Greg.
Put shelves up. No, I haven't done it yet.
Those shelves will be still there when you're gone.
You realise Dave's going to be in VR before you.
Well, not really. He can't get his sound sorted.
No, but I am getting used to the sound of my own voice. I think I have got it sorted now. So
Yeah, he could be in before me. It's not a competition or anything. No.
It's all a competition, Greg.
It's a competition to see how long it takes you to drive it from my house. If this is what I have to do. So
well, you've got problems as well, then, Greg.
no, I'm just too lazy to put the shelves up.
Lazy. That's the problem.
They're hanging shelves, and I fucking hate that.
The floating shelf thing.
Yeah.
And do you need those for your VR cameras or something?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I could.
Seeker soldier down there.
I mean, I could just put the VR cameras in the window and whatever. But you know, it would look nice on the shelves if they weren't these floating bullshit things. I mean, I bought them like how long ago? About 8 months ago.
What's floating about them?
It's floating around in the box somewhere.
David,
I think I hoided it.
Are you fighting that Seeker soldier?
are you available to assist?
I am. Yeah, I'm coming over. Have a look what's going on here.
I mean, I've got to get my new script, and then I'm gonna see how much it's going to cost me to get those things you put in there, blood.
Things? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
The script, the prescription glasses things.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I hate playing with the glasses on.
He wasn't the problem.
Yeah, I'm going to get glasses in there. But what prescription things?
So you can actually get. There's a company that actually makes up lenses to pop into your Rift. That's actually.
Oh wait, you said yeah.
It's
Now
probably a bloody
I've got a
fortune.
box full of lenses somewhere. That original Rift came with different lenses.
Yeah, they won't fit in the new one.
Ah right,
It's
okay.
completely. It's Fresnel lenses you got in this new one, which gives a little bit of ghosting, a little bit of what they call God rays, but it's a lot better quality than the DK2.
Yeah.
You'll love the quality of the new one compared to the DK2, Dave. It's night and day difference.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a way higher resolution from the start.
Well, I didn't have a problem with the first one. I think the first one was pretty astounding.
Yeah. Well, this is way better.
Yeah,
Obviously, the Quest I've got now is better again, and the Quest 3 comes out. It's supposed to be night and day compared to the one I've got. So I'm really looking forward to that.
All right.
here's the secret.
What have you got then, Greg? Is that what I've got?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well,
No,
we've got to do Valheim.
Yeah. I love
together
playing
on that
with
one.
VR. It pushes up my glasses into my nose.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Got a soldier situation.
And besides, I like playing when I'm sitting
man.
down.
Sit down.
Yeah, my room's bigger than what was available downstairs.
Yeah.
Don't bring
I used to worry about putting my fist through the window. My wife used to take this out of me to come up and put it on.
Yeah, I think he's going for your needle.
right.
He's not following me.
So otherwise, Brett, you're okay?
Yeah. All good.
How's your mum?
And you passed your advanced driving.
Yeah, there was.
Was it tense blood? Was it as hard as the thing?
By the time I actually went and sat it, I'd done that many mocks that on the actual theory side, the question side of it, I was pretty damn confident. It was the hazard perception videos that I could do.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah, well, it's if you're doing your ordinary driving test, there is a maximum you can get of 75 points for the. Because there's 14 videos, but one of them has got 2 hazards on it, so it's basically 15 hazards in total. You get a maximum of 5 points per hazard if you get it bang on, spot it, what the hazard is, click it.
Right.
And then if you the longer you take to recognise it as being the hazard, it drops. So it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you've missed it. You haven't got any points at all.
Do you have to click on where the hazard is, or
No,
you
no,
can
no.
just...
You just click. That's it. You just click. It's not even you don't even see a cursor on screen. You just literally click the mouse button where you think it is. But you can do it a few times. So they recommend you do it 3. So you go, that's possibly a hazard. Click once. Yeah, that's definitely a hazard. Click again. Then you click again just to make sure. Because some of the mock ones I was getting 0 points because I was actually recognising the hazard too early, and I'd actually click it 3 times and still click before their window would kick in to say, "Oh, now you need to have spotted it." And some of it was ridiculous. It's like I saw that coming a mile down the road.
Yeah.
See, over on the water on your left, seeker spawn over there.
I had to do mine the bike, obviously.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and I saw the hazards there, but I was just clicking all over the screen. Oh, there's a hazard. Click, 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 you know.
Yeah, no, it registers the when you click and the amount of times you click. Because if you click 11 times, you actually fail it because they say, well, you're just clicking all the time.
Yeah.
You'll just say, no, you don't get any points on that at all. Yeah. So with the ordinary driving test, you out of the maximum of 75 points, you have to get a minimum of 44 to pass.
Yeah.
With the ADI version, I had to get a minimum of 57, and that was really hard to hit.
Yeah.
2-star.
Yeah.
Would you believe on the test I got 70 out of 75?
Really?
It's like,
Freaking good, man.
But the videos they use on the actual test were a lot better quality than the ones that were done. It was obviously old videos that they used to use for the test that were available to use for the mocks.
Help.
Yeah.
So the new ones were a lot better quality, and it made a lot more sense of when you'd say, oh yeah, that's a hazard there. I can see that about to happen. It did make a lot more sense.
Oh, that
that would make a bit more sense.
I might have to leg it.
The actual theory questions, there's a... I'm not sure how many questions it is for the ordinary driving test, but it was 100 questions, choice questions, and I had to get a minimum of 85 of them right. But that had to be spread.
Stamina.
That had to be spread over 4 categories, so I needed a minimum of 20 points in each of the 4 categories. So if I failed one category, I'd failed a lot. And I actually got 95 out of 100.
Where the hell did it go?
So I was quite happy. In fact, the ones that I got wrong, I'd never even heard of. It was questions because it was the ADI questions as well. So you had questions on teaching techniques, and the 2 of the questions were actually on teaching techniques. One was called a rote. Have you heard of that? I have no idea.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Don't say it. I think it's Gonzi.
It's them making it a bit more complicated than it is.
Well, saying, well, you should have already got a backing of a driving instructor being able to tell you this is the sort of questions that you're being asked. Because I'm getting YouTube videos and all sorts on these on the ADI questions, and nothing like that was mentioned. So when it popped up in the test, like, what the hell? Teaching technique.
You wrote it down? I don't know.
It was in rote, as in R-O-T-E.
Yeah.
It's like,
Figured.
Oh, I can hear it.
What it was.
Yeah. But still, well done on the...
Yeah.
That's the hardest. The hard bits.
Those are the ones we have to do. Theory and whatever, and testing.
No, it is practically guided test, so it's exactly the same.
Roger that. I said I could hear him. Oh no, that's a soldier.
Drive.
Yeah.
But I have a maximum of 4 faults.
Oh, shit, that's hard.
Ooh, look at that for a chunk out the bitch.
My driving test for the bike. The guy said follow the signs to the courthouse. Now he said that after I'd passed the sign. So I was like, oh, I know where the courthouse is in town. I just go there. So I started going towards it because it was, was the undirected test. where the fuck are you going? I said, well, down to the courthouse. Besides, you know, I can't understand your bloody accent. He was as Welsh as they come. His name was Tom Jones. You know, I kept the helmet. He said, oh, you can hear me. I said, yeah, I can hear you. I can't understand you. You know, but, you need to work on your root planning there. But you know, everything he told me to do, I didn't understand. He said it after the sign. I just carried on going as long as I was safe.
When I did my bike test,
Yeah.
and it got to the point where you do the emergency stop, you know, where he says, oh, I'm going to be, you know, he gets you to pull over and he says, right, I'm going to be, you go around the block.
Yeah.
So you go around the block again and I'll be somewhere around there and I'll step out and you have to do an emergency stop. And you know for a fact he's not going to leave his bike. So it's going to be exactly where you left it. But before he actually got to that bit, he took me around the block and then he had said, pull in to the left.
Yeah.
All I got was the left. So I went left. So he took me around the block again.
Yeah.
And then said, right, this time, pull in to the left. He's like, oh, okay. And then I went around the same block, the third time.
Yeah.
And he was right next to his bike and he just stepped out and he didn't make his stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I missed on my test.
Yeah. But yeah, I just carried on like I was safe. You know.
Yeah.
And that he couldn't fail me for that.
Well,
But I think he wanted to.
Both my bike test and my car test, on both of them, I convinced myself I'd run red lights. So it was like, well, I've blown it, and I just relaxed and just drove all road, depending which one it was, and passed both of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you run a red light, they'll tell you go straight back to the testing yard, won't they?
Yeah.
So
Quite
tense
probably,
doing your driving test, so tense.
It's just because, you know, when you go through lights, you quite often see the red light on the other side of it, don't you? So
Yeah.
it's like, so I just saw red and went past, I was like, oh crap, did I just jump that?
Yeah.
So the weird one is, at the moment, there's so much that's actually changed.
Yeah.
When we took our bike test, because there was actually a group of us went to Bristol, and we actually all did it all in one, you know, as a one lot. We, in fact, we did a 3-day course followed by bike test. And the friend that actually did his test directly before I did failed because he came to a zebra crossing with a island in the middle of it. And a little old lady has stepped on to the zebra crossing on the other side of the island from him, and he went through it because, you know, it was like, there's a big island and she was miles away, so it's not enough for him to leg it across to his side. So he just went through, instantly failed for it because you're supposed to treat a zebra crossing with an island in the middle of it then as one complete crossing. Now it's treated as 2 crossings. Yeah, so he, you know, by today's rules, he shouldn't have actually failed.
Yeah.
He did at the time. I had exactly the same situation when I went through zebra crossing, probably the same mountain. But because he'd just been failed for, I would have stopped myself. Because he just failed, I was like, ooh, I'm not thinking for that.
Yeah. The guy probably takes you there just on purpose.
But now, if you actually stop at a zebra crossing for somebody that's on the other side, stepping on the other side of the island, you'll actually fail for hesitation. They'll go against you for
really?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. In the words of Letterkenny, Wayne, for fuck's sake. I'm glad I've been driving for so many years. I'm not going to worry too much about
Oh shit, I've gone into the bloody
that
burial.
anymore.
But I mean, I've spent the last few months now, what I'm actually doing when delivering. Everywhere I drive, I'm driving as if I'm actually being examined.
Yeah.
Just to get in the practice for it. Because, you know,
It's good practice,
I used to drive. I was so used to driving everywhere with one hand always on the gear shift, one hand on the steering wheel.
Shit, this is it. This is it.
Not
Driving
anymore.
is always, you know, it's always been about habits and hard
So,
habits to break.
So I'm breaking myself of that habit pretty much now. I drive pretty much everywhere, 2 hands on the steering wheel, as you said now.
And
It's
don't
become
lift your
habit.
hand off to waste. Thank anybody. Just raise your fingers. Don't lift your hand off to acknowledge somebody
Oh,
thanking
yeah,
you.
part of the actual, when you're doing the driving instruction instruction now.
Yeah.
If your pupil you're instructing actually is holding all the time perfect driving lines, you're actually supposed to encourage them to actually drive with one hand.
Really?
Just to get used to it, because it makes it easier and it becomes more natural for them when they are changing gear. Because you change gear, you are having to drive one hand.
Hell.
Yeah. So
No
it's to
way.
get,
Yeah,
you're not-
right
you're
behind you
supposed to
somewhere. See,
wherever possible, you're still supposed to drive with two hands on the steering wheel. Obviously, you're driving at speed, two hands on the
Yeah.
steering wheel. But a lot the rest of the time, you can be doing, you're encouraged to be doing other things with that hand. So,
Yeah.
because you need your other hand to put the windscreen wipers on or whatever, you're
Yeah.
change the radio on your station. Station. It's actually encouraged to get them to
yeah,
practice.
come in.
So they're
Yeah.
more comfortable to take. So they don't panic every time they take a hand off the steering wheel to change gear or something.
Yeah. Still,
But there's other things like license itself. What you have to do with like reversing the junctions and things like this. You had to purely do it by the mirrors. I remember that my aunt was actually my driving instructor. Was actually a driving instructor. She was my aunt as well. Telling me that you're looking with you see the little triangle bit at the base of the rear windscreen wiper. If you line that up with the curb, you will actually keep it perfectly to go around the corner. Whereas now they encourage you to look over your shoulder. If you can't see properly, look over your shoulder. It's like you fail. When I was doing it, you failed for that.
You know, there's mirrors.
It was mirrors only. Yeah, but no.
Mirrors,
you're
signal,
supposed to look.
remember.
They now encourage you, especially when you're doing the test, is check all your mirrors like you're supposed to do. Look over your left shoulder, look over your right shoulder, and have a good look around behind you. Once you've made sure you're absolutely clear, then you start reversing. But you still need to do it looking over your shoulder. Just keep flicking back around and checking your mirrors. It's constant observation is what they're looking for. The whole, if you're on a motorway, you're about to overtake, whereas before you used to have to, the last thing you did was look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. They now recommend you only do that if it's safe, because speed over your shoulder. So it's actually discouraged. Unless you're on a bike, in which case you still do your lifesaver, look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
They actually discourage it in a car.
That's bizarre.
Just what they recommend now is you give yourself more time, so you can look. You've got more of a chance of being able to see around you from your mirror without having to look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
If you're not sure, then you have a quick look, but only a quick look. Yeah, so much has actually changed. They've relaxed some things and tightened up on others. It's really weird.
I do wonder that, I mean, it's a different beast is the car, lane correction, lane assist, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, one question I got wrong on one of the mock tests I did was one of the few questions that actually popped up about automatic cars. And it was if you're going downhill, it's a steep hill, what would you do to keep it in low speed? And one of the answers was use the gear selector to choose a low speed. And I'm thinking, well, I drive an automatic. I don't actually have a gear selector.
Yeah.
So it can't be that. And it was something else. It was use a foot brake, but use your kick down if you need to get.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. I got that wrong. It was use your gear selector to choose the selector.
But how are you supposed to use? Yeah.
It's an automatic car. It doesn't have a gear selector, but apparently modern ones do.
Yeah, I have.
But
That's what I was asking you the other day, is, this car is semi-automatic. And I thought, well, where did that leave me for a test? Is that automatic or is it manual?
It's an automatic with apparently a gear selector. Except who knew? So yeah, that's what. In fact, it threw me. It's an automatic. It doesn't have gear selectors. That's the whole bloody point.
Yeah.
But apparently it's just because I drive an old.
See, this is a situation, isn't it? Or ticks.
Well, I've never really. I think I've driven it once or twice before, but never, not really.
Yeah, I've never owned one, never bothered with them, but we didn't have a choice on this one, so it's like, oh, whatever. And I've got right into it.
I mean, when I was buying my bike, the sales guys, oh, take this flipping Honda, whatever, it's automatic, DCT, whatever, drive on it. Yeah, well,
Thanks.
exactly. It was DCD or DCT, whatever.
Was it the VT?
Yeah, it was some Honda, and I was like, "Where's the petrol tank?"
Well, there's two. You remember like the old DAF? They do a variable. Basically, there are no gear. It's one gear.
Yeah.
You know, the gear moves is conical shape, so it increases its ratio just on one gear.
But I was looking, going, that's a nice petrol tank. So, oh no, it's not. It's for storage of the helmet and stuff. So where's the petrol tank? It's under the seat. I said, every time I pull up, I don't want to take my seat off. You know, it was like that. You know, like, no, come on.
It's weird. Well, you took that car on and the guys showing how the bloody those most complex gearbox works and all that. So yeah, I said, oh, I'll give that a go. You know, automatic box with manual gears. Yeah, that sounds very appealing. He says, you won't. So you just push that button there, ride in auto. I said, oh no, you're wrong there. Anyway, he was right. That's how we do it all the time. I am. I see you now. Thank you. Okay.
No. You know, just madness. Yeah.
Something else that I hadn't accounted for, because the gearbox has got 8 gears in it.
What?
Yeah, it's an 8-speed box on that car. It uses the ZF gearbox.
Oh, so it's like.
But they all are, G. That ZF gearbox is in all of them. There are very few of the cars that have got their own gearboxes. They nearly always use that one. And it is very clever. On the other hand, when you go into manual, then you know you've got 8 gears. It's like, Christ, you're in 5th gear before you know. So there's a lot of gear changing.
I was gonna make a joke about, you know, PED and all that sort of stuff. I think maybe I won't.
Dave, sorry,
Yeah.
changing subject, going back to VR again. And your glasses. Do
Yeah.
you need your glasses for reading or distance?
Reading.
Okay, so you shouldn't actually need them in the Rift, believe it or not. Because
I need
the
for both.
way it's set up, you are literally focusing as if you're looking at the real world, even though it's on a lens, even though it's on a flat screen you're looking at.
Yeah.
Your eyes will actually focus on distance things as if they were distance things. So you
That
should.
would be good.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to see detail at that. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So yeah, you shouldn't actually need glasses in Rift.
That would be good. That would be good.
It's literally going to be a case of checking it. You know, you just got the IPD slider on the bottom of the Rift.
I saw that.
Yeah, so you can move the lenses to the right distance apart. When you move it, when it's plugged in, and it should actually come up with your IPD distance as well. So if you know what that is, then you can just set it straight away to what your closest thing
What does IPD mean?
Interpupillary distance. So the
How
centre
wide
of
apart your eyes are.
Again, by the centre of the pupils, how far apart they are.
I
So
see.
mine's 64 or 65.4 centimetres, I think. You can literally walk into Specsavers and ask them to measure it, and they'll put basically a ruler up to your face and go, yeah, it's this. Or you can just do it yourself
I
with
see.
a ruler in a mirror. I did it myself in a mirror. And then I went into Specsavers.
Go for that, but I probably won't be able to read the bloody measurement.
That's true.
Maybe if I can blur it. What is this?
But it literally clicks. So if it's looking blurry, click it until it doesn't look
I mean, I
Find
wore
a sweet
glasses
spot.
with the last one.
Yeah.
Even though it's got a box full of lenses and I was aware you could, I never did, but I wore glasses in there, and I have to say it was fine. It wasn't a big problem.
I mean, if you do need to wear glasses with it, like I said, there's you've got that second face, the spongy bit. You've got a thicker spongy bit.
Yeah,
you
I
just
saw
stick
that.
onto. That just purely gives you a bit more distance to fit your glasses in, so you're not rubbing on the lenses.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't have an extra spongy bit.
That's because it's a aftermarket faceplate I've got on.
Ah, right. Okay. Okay.
I think it's a company called VR Cover.
On my way. There's a Seeker Soldier on me.
The reason I brought that up is I just saw the price of prescription lenses. Now this is purely for the CV1, which is one Dave's got. I think you've got the Rift S, haven't you, Greg? Or is it the CV1?
On my desk here. What's that?
Because it's like this company's charging £55 for
Yeah,
a pair of
it's-
lenses.
It's a Rift something. We'll have a look. This is a box. It's in a box under my desk. So I mean, I'm kind of keen. Got it within reach. What have I got? I've got the Rift something. Doesn't say on the box.
It's just a Rift, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the CV1 then. So this particular company I'm looking at here is called VR Optician.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
They're charging £55.
Yeah, it's expensive, but it's reasonable.
User joined your channel.
But that is literally for lenses that click
User left your channel.
click in.
You wonder if it in, does it?
Well, no, these lenses click
No.
in.
You're trying everything you can to get me.
We'd have to slow down a bit. See, I'm trying to catch you up and I can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't even know if this. Oh, this made in Germany 2023. So
Running
they're
out
still,
of bloody stamina.
Go around.
still around.
Just looking for the scout out the route as well, so keeping an eye on you.
Find the VR cover.
Save you time. Yeah, come here. We need to
VRcover.com.
get earlier.
Yeah, I wish they brought some more Man, yeah, I'm on onion soup. It should be enough to get around. Yeah. A lot of diverging near me, I can hear that.
Don't let them near them. See.
He
Yeah,
stole
he's
some
right.
lamps earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's nice.
only
a nice
one of
tower
us
you
been
have.
attacked.
Let me
They
blow it
attacked
down.
me. Dave nicked the lamps and I got attacked.
Yeah, that's. I was going to argue the case, but no, that surmises it quite nicely, really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice tower.
Yes.
Z,
That's
you
what
know,
all
what
the
do you-
lads tell me.
What'd you say, darling?
He said
I
that's
said-
quite a nice tower. Just came before Gregor.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's a nice tower?
Oh, nothing.
Don't tell him.
User joined your channel.
Shamo, my dudes.
Shall I?
Ooh, rough. How come you sound so rough?
Is it going? Oh no, what? Is it the mic thing? Oh, Jesus, you're a fucking messer.
Like we say here in Wales, Shamai.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, put that
like
bow
Michael
down.
Jackson. Shamo.
Yeah. Shamai, put that bow down. Blood.
How are we doing, gentlemen?
Well, now.
Good lad, on a Monday. How's it going, old pal?
Yeah, not so bad. I only popped in because I knew Dave was going to be. I hadn't seen.
One or two.
I hadn't seen any raving from him saying, "Oh, how amazing this was."
Oh.
He hasn't got it set up, has it?
Yeah,
And
okay. Spent more
Tucky.
time sorting out trying to sort the fucking sound out. Turns out all I've got to do is turn it all off.
Oh, right. Oh,
Isn't that exactly what I said to you last night, Z?
it is.
I said-
What's your favourite crack pipe?
Yeah, and I said,
I love it.
should I tell Dave to just turn it all off? He decided not to.
Go upstairs, lie down, close the eyes, have a nap.
Blood's other ulterior
Seekers.
motive was to wind me up.
Such
About these
a
bloody
task.
floaty shelves.
Yeah, I'm going to need help down here, I think. I can hear Kajal.
Yeah, you saw me here.
Ah, alright, well in that case I'll deal with the Seekers.
I'm listening in for half an hour. Just
Well,
to.
I'm actually going to go. I might make myself a coffee. What the hell's that just
Don't know. Dave's power.
Shit.
got video?
Computers are your friend.
It's got to be sleep. But that's not- GTFO video.
I'm right behind you.
That's bizarre, but I recognise the game, but I've never.
Yeah.
I recognise the room. Do you know, have you ever seen GTFO?
No.
No.
It's
Yeah.
a four-person short, intense survival. You don't get shot underground. There's a big complex underground, and you've got to go and find data things. But it's infested with aliens down there. Yeah, some of them are a lot of them are noise attractive. So you're trying to be quiet, but you're also pretty well armed. So you're trying to take these things out and then you don't actually wait up and attack you. Yeah, it gets quite nasty. There's a VR mod for it as well. Before I actually look at that. That's why I'm not it is, but it's only
Ah,
about 20% off.
nice shot. Oh shit, Tim.
Steam cell.
Yeah, it's still 23.44 even on sale.
Alright, let me just have a fag and put kettle on.
33% off.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Charlie was supposed to be
I'll
better.
log out and then I'm not.
I've dropped AFK.
Here's
I'll
the
try to
hard
return.
order.
Yeah.
I bet you should go to Tim. I think
I'll
I've
try to be back.
discovered
User
the
left your channel.
hack. Oh, he's gone.
It's a Steam link for you for that GTFO if you want to have a look.
Yeah.
It's the sort of game that Greg would absolutely hate.
Oh yeah, probably. You know me too well.
You know, a lot of these games, they come up with the whole work together or die alone sort of slogan. But this one's work together or die together.
Yeah.
It's how
The store. Where do I see the sales stuff? There we go. Okay, so you can get a Steam Deck now. No, man, I've still got my that thing you got me to buy. So what's it? The Steam box? No, the Steam Deck's different. It's got joystick buttons on it.
wasn't it cheaper for you because there was something after it was actually cheaper for you to get it in that pack?
Yeah.
Was on offer.
Yeah, I was after controller.
That's right.
And you're like, yeah, just get this. And I thought, what the hell? And it was like a third of the price. Division 2, no.
There's a big sale. Basically, there's a game you've been looking for. Have a look to see if it's on sale at the moment. But I just to go with this new VR. I threw Dave a copy of Doom, the VR, the official Doom VR,
All right, yeah.
because it was like £3.80.
Uh,
Yeah, 80% off or something.
I've just had a couple of tight months.
Yeah,
Went
still finding manager and stuff
the current or the ex-manager?
like that. She, but it's not really her fault. She is actually looking into it for me. It's actually but saying much.